Hi, this is your boy Shaper Speaks, and let's get right into it, guys. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Season 1, Episode 2, The Star-Spangled Man. The new Captain America finally gets sworn in, and he's none other than the man known as John Walker. Former Army soldier, we see him on Good Morning America going through the trial test runs. He's able to throw the shield, and it goes right back to him. And I used to think that the shield was just um, something of a very interesting and very innovative thing. And yes, and I mean just only that. But it turns out Steve was really right when he said it's not just anybody's, because anybody can throw the damn thing and use it to his wonderful use. I mean, we saw John use it a little bit against the flag stompers. The flag smashers. He even though I'll be honest with you, when I saw him throw it, I thought I was like, okay, that was a little lackluster. I didn't like that too much. But he did what he did. I mean, throughout the series, throughout the episode, you could see him just butting heads with both Sam and Bucky. Like, for example, when we saw a piece of Bucky's past, a man by the name of Isaiah, we learned that Isaiah was a super soldier. He spent 30 years in jail, and Hydra kept poking at him. Even the U.S. government kept poking at him. Bucky met this man because they went to Baltimore, Maryland, back in the Korean War in 1951. He whooped Bucky's ass and lost half of his arm. He said, and Isaiah said straight up, "I thought you were honestly here to either kill me or just to see how I've been. I'm sorry, just to see about that arm." And Isaiah was amazed to see that he actually kept his arm. Obviously, it was a lot darker, but without the doubt, even you had his great grandson, I believe, or even uncle, whoever he may be, telling Bucky and Sam, like, look, man, don't even go in there. You're not permitted to be here. So now that whole thing happened. I'm thinking that they're about to go back to see Isaiah towards the end of the episode after having their little intense discussion with Dr. Rayner, because Rayner was trying to get them to open up to each other because they just kept butting heads. You saw what they were doing against Battlestar and so forth, and the new Captain America, John Walker. So how could those two? I mean, the first thing Bucky asked Sam during their therapy session down at the police station, because they were arrested, because James Barnes was arrested for not showing up for his therapy session, because so the Dr. Rayner had to do things unorthodoxly, and Bucky asked Sam straight up, like, why didn't you take the shield? To which Sam, I think sarcastically and smart aleckly, said, here's something that you and Steve never thought of or knew. But have you guys ever think about, I did what I thought was right, which I think is a lie that Sam is telling himself, because he's still nervous about and apprehensive about taking up the true mantle of Captain America, because even Bucky said he trusted you. He believed in you. And the fact, and maybe you were lying. And if that was the case, then I was lying too. Because Steve entrusted that to Sam. And he trusted Bucky as well. Bucky's a lifetime friend of Steve Rogers, as we all know. So I can only imagine how more personal it is for Bucky than it is for Sam. Because even Sam said, why are you so touchy about it? Something of that variation. And he explained it. I mean, it's what it is. It turns out there's about 8 super soldiers now. I mean, aside from Isaiah. And towards the end of the episode, they go towards Zemo. And I'm thinking, because before the super soldiers, the flag smashers, got up out of there and get the shipment of vaccines and stuff to one of their camps in Central or Eastern Europe, you hear Matthews, I think was his name, tell Carly Morgenthau, he said, look, the power brokers men are here. You see him in military gear. I'm thinking that's either, Uncle Sam, or it might be somebody working for Harold Zemo. Power broker is his code name. I'm thinking it's probably Zemo's people, or Zemo's, or maybe the flag smashers are working for Zemo, or vice versa, like I said before. So I'm really interested to see what happens in the next episode. And even John Williams says to Bucky and John Walker says, stay out of my way, since you guys are free agents and we have we have regulations and you guys are free agents, or whatever like that. Authorization, stay out of my way then. And I'm looking forward to next week's episode, I tell you the truth. I think I got the schedule down packed now. But I love you guys. Make sure you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm out.